Hello farmers, you're welcome back to our YouTube channel. Are you worrying about the type of fish you should keep in your pond? I just want to tell you not to worry. So far you are watching this video, you are in the right place and you are watching the right video at this particular moment. Don't just forget, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to get notified when next to drop a new content like this for you. And don't forget to like, don't forget to drop a comment. We will really appreciate that as well. Somebody got to ask me, what type of fish can I keep in my fish pond? Like, I want to start new, so that will give me a lot of profit. So, and you know, we have fish like tilapia, we have fish like catfish, catfish, we have catfish, we have the pangasius, then we have fish like seafood, all this seafood stuff, prawn, crabs, so on like that. So, but in Nigeria, the most reared fish are catfish and tilapia. So, for you to make your choice, if you want to choose this thing, either one of these two fish, you should think about something: location and at the rate at which people consume that thing. So, location. Let me quickly talk about location. For instance, in northern part of Nigeria, most of their women, even if they don't see catfish, they prefer using tilapia. They consume it most in that area. So tilapia doesn't waste that much in that place. They like it, they cherish it, they love it. So they do use it to cook. So if you rear tilapia in that area, you are going to sell very well. But in a place whereby they don't consume tilapia and you went there and you are rearing tilapia, so do you expect them to buy it from you? Because they don't like it, they don't eat it. So you are not going to make profit if you choose that type of fish there. Now, for instance, now in southern Nigeria, most people prefer eating catfish. Now, and you now come to southern and you started rearing tilapia. So do you expect them to buy? It is not possible. So you should think about location. So after you think about location, then you can now make the choice of fish you can rear there. Now let's come to rate at which people consume the fish. The rate at which people consume, you know, that thing that you want to do. For instance, now we are talking about fish. Now the rate at which people consume fish should matters to you too. Let's quickly think about this. In Nigeria, I can at least say 70% of people consume and they prefer fish to meat. Most especially all these our doctors. See, if they don't know how they, how they kill all these animals, goats, cow, ram, other animal like that. So if they don't know what happened to the animal, they wouldn't even like to eat, because they have learned much about them. They know the diseases, they know everything, so they wouldn't go for it. So most of these doctors, I've witnessed some, they do prefer eating fish than to take all these meats. Now the rate at which they consume meat in Nigeria is, let me just say, is something like 70 to 30%. Yes. So the elderly ones too, they don't like eating meat that much. For instance, elderly person that has already lost most of his teeth, so how would they chew meat? It's not possible. Now there are some situations whereby the elderly, once they go to they have a kind of little problem and they go to doctors. So once they reach something like that 40 going up to 50, no, the doctor will tell them, stop eating meat, stop eating chicken meat, stop eating so meat, and if at all if you want to eat this meat, you should peel out the skin before you eat. Stop eating eggs, and if at all you want to eat eggs, don't eat the yolk. So they place them on this condition. So we see that most of our elderly people, they don't take meat due to what they are passing through, so they prefer fish to eat. And on the other hand, this fish of a thing, it gives protein than other meat that they used to cook. So we can say that it is one of our most favorite cooking item in Nigeria. So because of all this condition, people that consume fish are higher than people that consume meat. So that should give you one reason to go into fish business. Now, knowing all these things, what type of fish should you choose? It is very simple. Like I said, you are in the right place, and I will tell you the right thing to do. Consider the locations and consider the rate at which people eat meat. Now, what type of fish did they eat most in Nigeria? If you go to North, they eat tilapia, but they prefer catfish more than tilapia because they use it to do pepper soup. You cannot use tilapia to do pepper soup. Though they use it to do, but not that much. The rate is very low. So they use it to do pepper soup, and people who goes to all these restaurants, bar, they prefer buying it, to eat, to chill up. So the rate at which they buy catfish everywhere in Nigeria is higher than the rate at which they buy tilapia. So you should be more concerned about that. So if you want to go into this business, you should think about this option. Once you know this option, it is very easy. Now, as we said, now we could now realize that they eat catfish more than tilapia. So let's quickly choose catfish as our only option. But if you are in the other side and you know that people want tilapia and there is no provision for that, if you go into it, you will actually market well. But if you are in the southern, please, you can go into it if you know you are going to be importing it, drying it, smoke it, and dry it out. So it's not a bad idea. Let's choose catfish as our only option now. So if you want to go into catfish business now, it is very good and it's a very good choice. Now, if you are going into catfish, you should be more concerned about what breed of catfish should I still choose, because we have this Claras catfish and we have the Heteroclarans. Heteroclarans, like I said in some of my video, then you can check my video and I state the difference too. We have videos about the difference between Heteroclaras and Claras, something like that. Just checking. There are videos that talk about that. So is that you choose the hybrid, which is Heteroclaras, or you choose Claras. Now in Nigeria, like I said in one of the video again, I said why Claras catfish has not been growing well in Nigeria. You can check that video too to know the reason why I said it has not been growing well. So I can't go into that because this is another content entirely. So if you want to choose now, I would just like you to, I would like to advise you to go for hybrid instead of Claras, because the rate at which Claras grow is faster than the rate at which the rate at which hybrid grow is faster than the rate at which Claras grow. So their growth is very fast and they are very, very weighty whenever time you want to sell them. For instance, now if hybrid reach something like that 4 months, they have reached the level at which their growth will be fast. So they will not be growing fast, they will be consuming lots of food. One problem about them is keep on feeding them. Don't stop. Just keep feeding them. If you don't stop, they will give you a better result. They will give you a huge amount of profit. Because I see most people that are rearing Claras before have not diverted to hybrid because of their unique way of growth. So they never lose, they will never make you lose profit, and they will never make you to lose interest because of the way they grow. So if I am you, if you want to go into this fish business, the only thing I would like you to go into to keep, the only fish that I would like you to keep is hybrid. So you go into it, you keep it. So you can check Addota.com. So I talk about it there too, the cost and everything like that. And if I got the chance next time, I might provide video that talk about the cost of rearing number of them. So that is just the simple thing to do. In our ponds here, we have the hybrid too. So other places that are far away, you can, some of the video that is displaying on the screen, most of them are hybrid. And I've not seen the one that has a seed. All those videos, none have a seed 5 months. So, and you can see how big they are. So most of them are just 4 months, and some of them are already weighing 1.5 kilo, 2 kilo, and some are even wearing something like 1 kg, because everything cannot be rhymed. So, and we have people that rear this hybrid of a thing to 8 months, 10 months, some even probably go to 12 months. So at that very moment, a single fish will be wearing something like, let me just say, from 6 to 10, 12, 15 kg. a single fish. You can see the size of this on the screen. So all these fish, they are very, very profitable if you want to go into it. So hybrid should be your number one choice, but you must be ready to spend on their feeding. Once you spend on their feeding, they will actually give you a better result. So that is just the simple thing I want you to know about choosing the type of fish you want to go into. And if you know tilapia is what you want to go into, it's a very cheap fish, a kind of a fish this thing system. So it's a very cheap fish system you can just go into. So but know the location you are and know where to sell them to. Don't go and rear what they don't buy in a place where they don't want. So thank you for watching our videos. You keep on subscribing to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate that, and we promise we will never give you any fake content. Just keep on subscribing, and thanks for watching.